I guess while crypto is basically dying, you want to be diversifying, right? You want to be diversifying into TCG, you want to be diversifying into stocks, and obviously AI, and of course, Costco was one of my top picks, and it has gone up. It's roughly minus 5.5% as of now, but it did go up throughout the week. So if you did cash out in time, well done for you. Also, the Pokemon market, the TCG market, the 30th anniversary is coming. We're going to discuss that a bit later on. But the most crazy one is ARM Holdings, guys. For whoever was here a couple weeks ago, I called ARM Holdings at $223. Now it's at $398. It went up to around $411. That's 84% in 2 weeks that we made just on this channel. Let me know if I sound well and everything is good, by the way, in the comments. So if you invested with us a couple of weeks ago, you would be up on ARM. And this is what I keep on telling you. Don't look at these AI companies, because if you're looking at like Nvidia and all of these bigger companies, you're missing the point, because there's so many companies that provide the actual hardware and the chips and everything that's needed for these AI data centers. So if you're investing in Anthropic, or you're waiting for the open AI, big IPO and all these massive billion-dollar evaluation IPOs, and you're investing in those stocks, you're not really going to be making a lot of money. So that's why I told you ARM Holdings. Dell was a massive one as well. Dell Technologies is around 417. I called it at $238, right? So that's 89% we're up. And there's also Marvell Technology. This was a massive one, guys. Dell, yes. And let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about Marvell. I was going to bring this up, but I'll connect the dots here, because it's important to connect these dots. I told you Marvell Technologies last week, guys, right? So at $304. Now, look at what NVIDIA's Juan, the CEO of NVIDIA, said. It can be the next trillion-dollar company. Good morning, Francis. How are you, my brother? I'm telling you guys, these companies which are supporting the AI race, supporting the data centers, they are the ones who are going to be blowing up. That's why last week I told you, look into Marvell Technologies, look into Dell. They're providing the chips. They are providing and allowing people. Oh, good, my brother. Great. They are allowing, what's up, crypto AI? They are allowing these AI data centers to be built. So if you're investing in these stocks, as you can see, there was a beautiful dip when we called it, and there was just such a clear buy signal. And with Binance bringing in stocks, as I said, this is your perfect opportunity to start listening to our stock picks every week, not just our crypto picks. Because as you can see, the crypto picks, as you can see, Bitcoin is crashing, right? Bitcoin crashed below 68,000, 65,000. Oh, so it's going crazy. Triggering 1.23 billion in crypto liquidations in one session, guys. This is down from 72,000. Nvidia, right? Nvidia, this is what I'm saying. You don't want to be investing in these larger companies, because the larger it's just too much. It's too much. To move the needle, you need too much. You're going to be making these like 1 or 2%. We all like these big percentages, right? That's why I'm saying invest in these companies who support Nvidia, right? That's how we're making 89% in a week, right? If you're investing in Nvidia, you're going to be making 5%, 2% here and there. We're all crypto addicts, right? We want to make 100%, 200%. So yes, Nvidia is good, but it's not going to make you that big dollar at the end of the day, right? So there's 3 things that drove the crash simultaneously. First strategy, Michael Saylor's company sold Bitcoin for the first time since 2022. Now, I want everyone to understand. I'm sure you saw this big thing. So Michael Saylor sells Bitcoin. There was this big news this week that he sold $2.5 million of Bitcoin. Now, this is something that they've done before, right? And this is for tax purposes, and this is something he said he will do just to test the market, right? So what he's doing, what's up, Letitia? How are you? What he's doing, he's testing the market and proving to investors that, hey, even if I sell it, Bitcoin is not going to die. And yes, it dropped. I guess he didn't really prove it that well, right? But it's going to bounce back. And when it does, more investors are going to jump in. This is a strategy that's been used by MicroStrategy many, many times. And this is why we saw this sell-off. This was one of the biggest reasons. The second thing is obviously the geopolitical tensions that we are still seeing in the Strait of Hormuz, rattled by global risk appetite over right, like it's understandable. And the third thing is ETF outflow hit 3 billion over the 10-day straight. So ETF outflow is incredibly massive. And the hot money is leaving, basically. That's what people are saying, you know. But here's what you need to understand. 67,000 is not a collapse. Not at all. It's a correction inside, well, inside the bear market, right? However bad. What's up, Jacqueline? Hope you're doing well. It's basically a correction within the bear market. It's all a controlled, they're trying to squeeze as much money as they can from the weak hands, from the retail guys, the people who don't hold a lot. They're gonna get scared, they're gonna sell, they're gonna, you know, I'm sure you're hearing it all week. Bitcoin is dead. How many times has it been called dead? And every time it gets called dead, what happens? It bounces back, right? So the Bitcoin price analysis, you know, it was 70K at the beginning of the week, and now it's already below. So people are getting scared, and it's working, right? So people are squeezing as much as we can. When are we going to see break 75K? Well, we're probably going to see that when all the geopolitical tensions end. That's my opinion, and I think that's the most logical opinion, right? Until this war is resolved, we're not going to see a bull market go, and, you know, basically we're not going to see that. But companies are still buying, they're not selling. Don't worry about this Michael Saylor news. This is something he wrote in his paper that he's going to do, right? This is going to happen. So don't worry. He's not just, oh, I'm getting scared. He holds billions of dollars. 2.5 million is nothing, right? So it's not doing nothing. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So the technical support cluster sits now at 65,000 and 67,000. Right? Like, you know, at the beginning of this stream, we saw 65,000. Now it's going. So you're going to see this chop between 65, 67. If it drops between 65, all hell might break loose, but I hope it really doesn't. If it breaks 60,000 and 62,000 becomes the next stop. So if it breaks 65, we're going to see 62 and 60,000. I hope we don't. But look, there's bigger stories in crypto this week above Bitcoin for once, you know, and that's XLM. XLM is basically, so the DTCC, the company that settles every single stock trade in the United States, this week confirmed they are building their tokenized security platform on the Stellar blockchain. And it blew my mind. The Stellar blockchain, like, I remember them from 2017. Where did they come from? But look, all the stocks trade settlements, they're going to be digitized. And XLM Stellar is going to be heading the way, right? And this is the thing. The stock, it's not really, like the price of the crypto, it's not really moved up. Let's see, in the past week, we've not seen this news affect the price of XLM, which is just blowing my mind. We're talking about $114 trillion in securities infrastructure integrating with a crypto network. Like, are you connecting the dots? I don't think anyone is. Like, I don't believe it. So guys, I'm gonna make XLM my crypto pick of the week. It's a well-deserved crypto pick because this news that the DTCC is going to be tokenizing all of the stock basically on the XLM blockchain is crazy. So like I'm really thinking it's going to be a massive runner. when the bull market comes, or it's just going to run by itself potentially, because the stock market is killing it. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the stock market. So they're targeting a 2027 launch. XLM is sitting around 22 cents, as we saw right now. And it's not budging. So in 2020, so this is early right now. In 2027, when this launches and this connects, this is my take. When Wall Street settlement backbone picks your blockchain, the institutional era of crypto is not coming. It's already here. XLM at 22 is one of the most obvious bets in crypto for me right now. If you're going to bet on any crypto on the large scale, like, you know, the bigger cryptos, XLM is probably a great bet. So we're going to check back next week to see how that goes. We've been pretty bad with our crypto picks, but this is a 2027 runner. So for next year, this will be a runner. So if you're stocking up, it's hella cheap. It's going to be probably $1 or so. What's up, Ardif? How are you? Hope you're doing well, my brother. It's gonna go up to $1. I'm not sure what all-time high was. So it never really got to that dollar. With the amount of stocks that are gonna be going through this blockchain, I don't see why it wouldn't jump above other main cryptos. So yeah, that's our stock pick of the week. Hopefully next week it's gonna be it's gonna be up a little bit, but like I said, it's gonna be a 2027 runner. Now moving into AI, I know a lot of people are I guess tired of listening to AI, but AI is making a lot of people money, especially the AI stocks. So Broadcom reports Q2 earnings tonight, June the 3rd, after market close. So there's going to be a lot of AI reports which are coming out. Anthropic is doing the IPO, OpenAI is doing their IPO, and a lot of these companies are doing their reports. So you're going to see a lot of volatility in this market, and I'm looking at volatility at going bullish. I'm looking at the prices as going up because of AI. All of these technologies, all of these companies who have been building for years, their stocks are going to go up. With Binance having a stock market option where you can buy stocks digitally, this is your time to be looking at stocks, right? So analysts expect 2.40 EPS on 22.1 billion in revenue. The key number is AI revenue. So this is what I'm saying. They did $8.4 billion in Q1, and the guidance calls for $10.7 billion in Q2. That would be 140% year-on-year growth. So in Q1, Broadcom AI business grew 106% year-on-year. You don't see that in the normal markets. The AI infrastructure, the AI data centers, the AI companies are going to blow all of these companies up, like ARM Holdings, like Dell. All of these companies that I've been telling you for weeks about, and now Broadcom also, right? The CEO already has a number out there. So line in sight is over $100 billion in AI chip revenue by 2027, right? And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to make this a little bit fun. I'm not going to say this is my crypto pick of the week. I'm just giving you the news, but I have got an even better crypto pick of the week. Here's the other AI story covering Lumentum Holdings, right? Let me share this with you guys. And I know it sounds like I'm the Wolf of Wall Street giving you this brand new shiny white chip or blue chip or whatever it's called company, pink chip, right? So this is the ticker. It's LITE. It's $944 at the moment. It's down today quite a lot, and this is why we like to buy. Which AI stocks do you prefer? So this is what I'm saying, my brother. I don't look at the bigger stocks. I look at the companies which support AI companies, right? So when I told you at the beginning, Marvell Technologies, Dell Technologies, and my top pick of the week for this week is going to be Lumentum Holdings. They make the optical components that connect AI data centers to each other. Not the GPU, not the chips, the fiber optic pipes that carry the data between clusters. What's up, Rhoda? How are you? And spot only. That's right. I just buy spot. We don't play around with no other stuff. So this is what I'm saying. Each week I find these companies which get these contracts with these big AI data centers. And Lumentum Holdings, as you can see, is having a little dump at the moment. And what you're gonna see from the live, oh, I see I can direct buy from the live stream. That's fantastic. So that's what I'm talking about, my brother. So Lumentum Holdings. So the bottleneck is real and is getting worse as data centers scale, right? Lumentum is up 121% this year. The stock it went up to around 1,000. It's got a little drop at the moment, which is a great entry point. These data centers are going to be built, right? They're going to continue being built. And one more catalyst in the room, Anthropic filed its IPO prospectus confidentiality this week, right? So yeah, have a look at Lumens. I highly recommend. Yeah, it's basically building the fiber optics interconnection for these data centers. And that's what you really want to be buying. You want to be buying these technologies which help the data centers, because these companies, they're going to be revalued based on how much more business they're bringing in, right? Because think about this. Anthropic, the company that runs Claude Code, right? They're already priced in. They're priced in at the IPO price. So you're going to be buying a $1 billion stock. But the companies which are going to be supporting Claude Code and ChatGPT, these companies are going to have new business come in, right? So they're going to be, these optic wires, they're going to be selling 100% more of these Claude Code is the AI that basically, yeah, it's like the competitor to ChatGPT. Much better, by the way. Much better than ChatGPT. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend that you do. So the companies which are supporting these AI companies, they're going to see extra buying. They're going to see extra business, and their stock prices are naturally going to go up. And you're going to see that in the S&P 500 also, right? So it hit a record close. Let's move on to the S&P 500, because this is all connecting. As you can see, it's all a connection. Like if when you see it, you can literally trade like a genius, right? And that's what we bring you on this show. We show you how to look at news. That's why we're BlockDesk News. And then how to make trades based on these news. Once you know that, it all connects. Instead of me pumping and dumping stuff, we use the news. We make 100 or 80% every week. And that's enough, right? So, as I was saying, the Nasdaq hit a record of 7,599 on June the 1st. The Nasdaq is at 27,086, all-time high, while crypto bleeds. So stocks are going all-time highs. Crypto is bleeding. Two sectors drove, tech and energy. Tech is over 2%. Energy is nearly 2%. I haven't looked into energy as much, but that is a rotation signal. And when energy and tech run together, it usually means institutional money is moving, right? It's moving from one industry to the other. The single biggest stock story of the week, Nvidia revealed a new processor for personal computers on June the 1st. I think it was a really cool computer. Nvidia new processor. Yeah, its new Vera ARM CPU is 80% faster than leading 89%. So this is the thing. These guys produce these CPUs, right? But then where are they used, right? Where are these CPUs used? In the AI data centers. And which companies help build these AI data centers? Dell Technologies, Marvell Technologies, Broadcom. My stock pick of the week, Lumentum Holdings, LITE is the ticker if you want to find it. Those companies are going to help support what Nvidia is building right now, right? So yes, you can invest in Nvidia. Safe bet, right? Going to make a couple percent here and there, but who wants a couple percent? We want more. We want more money. So that NVIDIA announcement is exactly why Dell pick from May the 27th, which I made, is up 89%. The AI server build out is still accelerating, and Dell is right in the middle of it. Dell is seeing what we have not seen before. Please follow me back. I'll drop you a follow, my brother. How about MU? What's MU, my brother? So tonight, Broadcom reports after close. So there's going to be a report of Broadcom. Expect really big volatility from Broadcom. Palo Alto Networks and CrowdStrike also reporting this week. A lot of reports are coming from these companies. Micron Technology Inc. Oh, Aura. I don't know Micron Technology Inc. I have not seen it, unfortunately. So I can't make a comment. I have not researched them as much. But I will put that on my to-do list for next week. If it is a good pick, I'll definitely discuss it. But yeah, I haven't done much research. I don't want to give an opinion. So Dell is in the middle, as I said. Listen, guys, I told you 2 weeks ago, invest in Dell, and here we are, right? It's exploding, and they're providing all this infrastructure, and this is the time to be basically investing. So earnings week, June 1 to 5th, there's so many earnings reports from these companies which are connected with AI. Look at this. Monday 6, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all of these companies are going to, like, you're going to see so much activity in the stock market this week like you've never seen before. We're going to see all-time highs. I'm almost sure of it, all right? Almost sure of it. So tonight, Broadcom reports, Avgo is trading around 482 going into earnings. The pre-market this morning was already at 496. So the stock market is at record while Bitcoin crashes. That's capital rotating, not disappearing. If you only play with crypto at the moment, well, you're leaving half of the board empty. That's why we do crypto, right? Click Dell Trade, my brother. Obviously, nothing is financial advice, but we have been pretty good. My top pick of the week isn't Dell. It was before, but I'm just giving you an overview. My top pick of the week, I'm not sure if it's on Binance, but is Lumentum. Lumentum Holdings Inc. It's LITE as the picker. It's got a nice little retraction here. We're looking at $1,000 in price. That's what I'm thinking is going to go by next week. But like I said, obviously nothing's financial advice. Don't make trades based on our opinions. But we have been pretty good. I think we're like at 80%. What's up, Rome? I hope you're well. We have been like 80% success rate since I've started making my trades public. And every week we show you exactly what we do. So we're pretty good with this, you know. Not try to give myself too much of a big head. Broadcom also doing very well. Now, moving on into the TCG market. Look, we can invest in stock, we can invest in crypto, we can invest in AI stocks, right? No other way to invest into AI. But what we have been making on this channel money in while everything was down, there was a moment when stocks and crypto was down, is in the TCG market. I don't want you to leave this out of your portfolio. Anyone who's an investor, and at the end of the day, we all like to collect little shiny cards, don't we? This is fun to do, and it's also a good investment opportunity. So let me give you the rundown. On June 19th, Pokémon drops the first partner illustration collection, Series 2. It's going to be in English. This is definitely a good... These boxes, you don't open them, you buy them and you hold them. And the price will go up, right? It might take a year, but they're going to be more valuable, right? MSRP right now is $14.99. They're pretty cheap, right? And here's the investment angle. So Series 1, the Kanto starters, sold through at retail instantly, right? It was instant sell-off on Series 1. Series 2 is coming in now. So we're looking into an instant sellout now. If you're able to get them in Walmart, if you're in America, or pre-order them if you're somewhere else in the world, go into your local card shops. But really the big set is the 30th anniversary. Guys, this is going to make you money. I don't care what you think. If you can get this early, it's going to make you money. Now, let me tell you why the 30th anniversary set, which is coming in October. This is the big reveal. So there's gonna be two. There's gonna be one brand new rarity in this set. It's got. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's gonna be these two. It's gonna be the Mew and the Mewtwo. A brand new rarity in any TCG. The first time it's released is always massive. They're gonna bring back the Charizard. They're gonna bring a Pikachu. They're gonna have a tag team. Obviously, it's gonna have the stamp, but it doesn't matter, guys, because the 25th anniversary cards are selling for thousands right now. With this, you can buy a pack for like, I think they're like $5. So obviously, if you can pre-order this, so October the 30th celebration card sets, October the 16th. My apologies. This is the set that you want to invest in. I can, I can put money on this that you're gonna make money. You're gonna make bank on this, especially if you can get this graded with a PSA or Beckett, or if you're feeling lucky. Highly recommend you checking out the 30th anniversary set. The 25th anniversary has made thousands for people, and these packs are pretty cheap. Illustration rares during the 30th anniversary push. It's gonna be like $15. So it's really cheap. I know scalpers are already, like this. I guess I'm a scalper also because I'm looking to buy and sell. But I'll probably hold on to some and resell some if I'm able to get. So if you got a supplier, if you got a Walmart next to you, do your best to get onto this 30th anniversary set. Get yourself a box. Get yourself a case if you're rich. And grade them. Open some. Keep some closed. That is what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm looking for. So that's my top pick of the week, is this 30th anniversary, the big set. This is going to be beautiful. Going to make you guys a lot of money. Maybe it takes a year, but yeah, we'll see. Now, a little bit more on the TCG market. The Magic the Gathering, they've been doing good. We had a really nice pick for you guys with the Final Fantasy booster box, which went up like $200 in a week since we called it. So I'm looking at the moment at the Marvel Superheroes preview mechanics. So this is going to be a brand new set of the Marvel Superheroes Magic the Gathering. They're releasing the mechanics now. This is a bit of a more risky investment. I just wanted to share you guys because I know a lot of people are asking me all the time, can you do some Magic the Gathering picks? Because I'm always doing One Piece and Pokemon. That's where the money is, right? So this is going to be, I guess, my pick of Magic the Gathering, not my pick of the week, but, just something for you guys to check out. There's a few drops. The Marvel Superheroes Magic the Gathering set is also coming, and I think you can buy this right now. So worth checking out. Now, I wanted to do a couple other things to discuss with you guys. Just give you a quick fire round. Click Bitcoin trade. Boosters, yes, sir. I always buy the boxes and just keep them sealed, I think that's a better thing. The booster packs can be weighed. People don't the resale value isn't that good on them, right? You want the box, you want it still cling film, not touched, put it in an acrylic case, leave it for like 6 months. And the thing with Wizards of the Coast, like, just so you guys know, I said this last week, but I want you to understand, if you're going to invest in Magic the Gathering, you need to realize once a set is printed, especially the collector booster boxes, they don't get reprinted again. So Magic the Gathering has really, it's got a big fan base and it's got good resale value, right? So these cards do keep value, just like One Piece. If you're buying anything from the first set to the 10th set, those aren't ever going to be reprinted. So if you're buying that now, in a couple of years, the price will go up, right? So a little quick fire round. I have been discussing, this is one of the big things at the moment. Crypto Genius Act. They keep on, slowing and, going back and forth. And federal stablecoin rules to go live in January 2027. It is very true, Francis, yes. So, stablecoin rules are going January 2027. So we are still 6 months of this rubbish, right? Not good. Circle and Paxos. Circle is the people who are mint USDT, I believe. already have OCC Trust Bank charters. So, these crypto companies are getting into banks now, right? It's all becoming digitized, but it's once it becomes government and once it becomes, involved in like, the companies and stocks, it's all slow, right? It's not like we like it. What's up, Marta? Hope you're well. It's not like we like it. We love it in crypto when it's like bang, bang, bang. Now crypto is going this. It's going to be a slow ride, but it's probably gonna be a smoother ride, right, than it's been before. This might be the last time you're seeing Bitcoin drop 50%, right? This might be the last time. And I know people have been saying this for years, but this might be the last time. So there's a couple major effects. Normal payroll Friday, estimate 96K versus 115 prior. So there's weaker jobs in the American market also. So Fed pivots its expectation, risk assets bounce, right? So you're going to see the amount of volatility. Like this is why I said this show is going to be crazy. I've detected another account problem. Anyone solve? I recommend have a chat with the team at Binance Square. Maybe send them a message. But there's so many events. There's going to be all of these companies which are going to be doing their reports, so their earning reports and how much they're expecting to make, and also the job market, initial jobless claims. So there's a lot going on in this week. Alongside this, Anthropic's IPO just filed at a $965 billion valuation. Listen, if you're buying this stock, you're just a fool. I don't know what to say. Buying Anthropics at launch with 47 billion revenue run. Come on, guys. Listen, I know AI is exciting, but this is just ridiculous. I wonder what the pre-sale people got. What was the evaluation of Anthropics? If anyone knows, let me know, because I would be interested. What's up, Trevor? And Marvel, of course, this is, you guys asked me, what's good stock picks? Marvel stock soars 32% as Nvidia Juan says it could be the next trillion-dollar company. I picked Marvel 2 weeks ago. I'm telling you, people are picking up. This is going to be a great stock to hold. Anthropics is a good one, though. Well, look, this is the issue with Anthropics. They're valuing themselves at $965 billion before they go on the market. So this is a company that's making $47 billion in revenue, valuing itself like 20x that, right? It's ridiculous. They're valuing themselves at so much more than they're really worth. And of course, they're trying to compete with OpenAI. And when the launches, like this is why it's important to know what price did the investors who bought it prior to the listing, how much did they get the stocks for, right? Because people got them for cheaper than they're valuing the company at. So most likely when it goes on the market, it's going to be volatile. You're not going to be making much money, right? That's how it usually goes. I don't know. Maybe AI is still alive and kicking, and it's going to go up to. Because this is basically, they're saying we're $1 trillion company. Like, who's $1 trillion company? Apple, Microsoft? They're saying we're $1 trillion company before we launch. Like, that's why it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. After they launch, if they go to $2 trillion, I'll eat my words. I mean, in the first week, right? Which I really highly doubt. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it really. Marvel, as I said, definitely one to be checking out for you. As I said, Michael Saylor's sell. Don't worry about that. He said he's going to be doing this, and Nvidia's new processor is going to be supported by the companies that I said. So look, I hope you've enjoyed this live show. This is BlockDesk News. As I said, what we do here, we give you the news and we tell you how to use that news to invest. It's just simple. Once you understand this, what's up, Shawar? I hope you're well. Once you understand how to use the news to your advantage, that's when you start actually making money, right? So we'll tell you next week. I'm going to be live again. And if you haven't followed us, follow us on Binance Square. Just type in BlockDesk News. We're there. We're also on X. We're also on YouTube. And we got our own website, blockdesk.news. But that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. My name is Ed. And as always, peace. And we'll see you. Well, we'll see you next week. All the best, guys. Bye-bye.